thing about Eastman that you have to realize is they're not, when you say Chinese guitar company, it kind of conjures up images of Epiphones and Ibanez's and the like that moved their manufacturing to China so they could mass produce inexpensive guitars to meet a certain price point. And I actually have a guitar like that right there. That is a Samick from 1991. And sometime we'll go over how different that guitar is constructed than one of these. But basically, Eastman is not a company that went down that path. They were a very well respected, high-end, classical stringed instrument building company. So all of their craftsmen know how to build violins, violas, cellos, and the like to a very, very high standard. And they have, like I said, they select amazing woods to build these things out of. Like the woods you get on one of these are probably better than any Gibson custom shop. And like I said earlier, this although it looks like a 335, it doesn't really sound like a 335. It's got its own thing. Then they moved on to building high-end jazz guitars, and they built 7-string jazz guitars, you know, with floating pickups and the normal jazz type thing. But at some point in the early 2000s, they decided, hey, well, we'll get into the more rock-oriented type guitars. So they started building guitars like this. The thing about these earlier ones is they all have a 25-inch scale length. That's what this one has. That's what this one has. And they also always have a 24 3/4 inch nut size and kind of a medium C profile in the neck. So they're slightly wider than most of your Gibson type guitars. And the fretboard radius on, I think all of them is 12 inch radius on the fretboard. At least the 4 that I have, they are 12-inch radius. So that's your basic Eastman stuff. They're the 2 older ones that I have. Then